Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 27th of September, 2025, Marathon Day. All right, Marathon Day, good day. Now, today was an interesting day because today, number one, I was playing the worst games ever in a marathon setting. Number two, I took my air conditioner out of my window because it's fall now and we're having cooler weather. To be honest, neither thing worked out, kind of, all right. Still had a great day, don't get me wrong. Today was a great day. I have no regrets, no complaints. But here's what happened today. So first off, as I start the marathon, the sun comes out. And I'm like, it wasn't supposed to be sunny today. It was supposed to be like partly cloudy or cloudy all day. The office heats up to 90 degrees. So I already had prepared. Take a look at what I'm wearing today. This is actually what I was wearing all day long, just a t-shirt. And I was like, man, I'm glad I'm wearing this because it's going to get hot in here. I was sweating all day for this marathon, and it's fine. Don't get me wrong. It's fine. It was my choice. I was hoping it was going to be fall weather. It wasn't. The office was 90 degrees. It's my fault, right? But I had to like sweat it out all day. There's one more day of partial clouds. Then it's like a week of rain. It shouldn't be that bad. But you could tell over the day, kind of getting hot. I was getting agitated, like, oh God, it's sweating it out in here. But in addition to that, the whole premise of today's marathon was supposed to be the worst games ever, meaning games that everyone has historically said are bad. So what games did we play today? I'll tell you. We started off with which was the first one? I believe the first one we played was Gollum. Yes, Lord of the Rings Gollum. We played it for like 30, 40 minutes. And admittedly, I'm playing it and I'm like, so the graphics aren't that great. And there's a lot of frame drops and issues, right? But overall, it's not that the game is bad. It's not like the game doesn't function well. It's not that the game is a broken mess. It's just boring. Like the whole point of the game is you're Gollum and you're a prisoner in Mordor and they're having you do bullshit. Go around and find these stupid like dog tags on dead bodies in the prison. Uh, Lead dogs into cages and close the cages. So it's busy work. That's the game. They actually made a game where it's busy work Gollum. Like, who the fuck wants to do that? You have the entire Lord of the Rings franchise to delve into for game, source material. Let's make a game where Gollum just does bullshit. Why not have a game where Gollum sweeps the floor and scrubs the toilets too, right? In fact, I didn't get that far. Maybe he does. But that's the game, right? So I'm playing, I'm like, it's not very good, right? In that regard. The thing is, it's not like there's a lot of material to work for, right? Like there's nothing to really do. I'm playing the game and I'm like, it's there's nothing to rage at. There's nothing to be entertaining with. It's just a boring game. So then after that, we played E.T. Now, E.T. was fascinating because E.T. is a game that I played when I was a kid and I owned it on Atari. Finally, I looked up how to play it and guess what? We actually beat E.T. In reality, E.T. is not that bad of a game for Atari. It's just that at the time, no one understood how to play it, and it just has obnoxious sound effects. So if you can put up with the obnoxious sound effects and understand the game mechanics, you can beat this game in like 15 minutes, and it's not that bad. So there you go. Then we played Bubsy 3D. And Bubsy 3D, the only hard thing about this game is the controls. The controls just don't work. Like you're trying to move left and right with the thumbstick and then walk with the thumbstick or even D-pad, because back then all they had was D-pad on PS1. They didn't have the DualShock yet. So basically you're trying to control. You can't. Like it's like awful tank camera controls. And when you try to walk forward, it just keeps moving and won't stop. It's like you're walking on ice. So you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you like fall off ledges and you can't dodge right away. So the game is incredibly frustrating, okay? Then we have, then I played Bubsy 3D with modern controls, which they had in another version, and you can like speed run the game. Like seriously, the game is like fast. It's like playing Sonic the Hedgehog. You just run through collecting all the items, go to the next checkpoint, go to the next checkpoint. The game's incredibly easy and fun because it actually controls well. It's hilarious how a game that notoriously is bad was only bad because the controls sucked back then. And now having dual thumbstick, the game is actually easy. We played Action 52. Now that was fun. Why? Because the game's awful. Every game in Action 52 is bad. but they're all like different styles. One's a beat 'em up, one's a shoot 'em, one's driving. No matter what you do, it sucks. And then I finally finished with Cheetah Man. That was pretty fun because it's, again, to see something that the AVGN has done and to finally actually do it myself, even though the game sucks, it was still pretty fun. Um, and then the last game that we really did, well, we tried Big Rigs. Big Rigs just doesn't even work. Big Rigs just glitches out and doesn't work at all. So I couldn't even play it. Like, you'll see it's 7 minutes and like I freak out because the game goes crazy and does like a seizure, but it doesn't even play properly. So I don't know how AVGN got that game to even work when he did his video. It just doesn't work on a modern PC. And then lastly, we did Skull Island Rise of Kong. And to be honest, again, it's not that bad. It's kind of similar to, I would say, Gollum. But the thing is, Gollum's, the entire premise is boring. At least with Skull Island Rise of Kong, the premise is you're Kong and you're on Skull Island and you're trying to grow and level up because you want to get revenge on a dinosaur that actually killed your parents. So you're fighting enemies. You're exploring this open map. It's actually not that bad, to be honest. And I don't know why people might have hated it last year. Maybe it's because at first the game was a buggy mess that was broken. And since then they've patched it and now the game works. But honestly, it wasn't bad. Like, I was playing, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. I'm actually enjoying the game, honestly. So the funny part about it was, if you look at the games we played today, right? None of them were horrible. I would say Action 52 was the worst, but none of them were like, oh my God, the worst game I've ever played. Seriously. So it kind of failed at its premise, but I still feel like it was a fun thing to do. And it was a chill thing to do with people. We talked a lot, we hung out. That was nice. The thing was, we had gone through all of that, and it was like 7 p.m., okay? And or around 7:30, I would say. And basically, people were tired. They were like, do you really want to do more games? I was like, I guess not. Because, like, what else could I realistically do? Life of Black Tiger, Bad Rats, Homefront of Revolution, Suicide Squad, Shaolin versus Wu-Tang Legends, which honestly I wish I did do, but I never got to. I feel like there was really nothing else to do. Like, we already had gone through these games, like, So I said, let's just do 90 minutes of a hangout session, okay? And we did. And the hangout session was nice. Everyone wanted to talk about my arms. Oh, Phil is physically fit now. Look at his arms. His arms are buff and he's working out. And I'm like, it's not a big deal, but they wanted to talk about it. So we ended up talking about it for like most of the time. There's other things we talked about too, for sure. Apparently someone who is a Review Tech USA supporter came in and supported a ton. They ended up gifting something like $200 of support at the end of the stream. So I took a bunch of shots at the end, but overall the stream was fine. The thing was, like, all the support came at the end. All right. So no lie, when we went into this Q&A session at the end, we were probably at $400 of support. And I was like, listen, that's fine, but understand that this is near the end of the show, and then all of a sudden all the support comes at the end. And I'm like, well, now I can't drink 5 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like what is going on? So I'll just say this, and I said it in the video, the Q&A video, and I'll say it again. Next marathon, which is the Halloween marathon, if you're going to come by and support, I understand that not everyone can be there at the beginning of the event. But if you want to actually see me drink and have that go over the course of the marathon and be enjoy, see me buzzed or whatever, do it up front. And what I'll do is I'll pace myself. Like, let's say people come early and they support in droves. I can't stay all day, Phil, but I want to see you get buzzed. Okay, good. I'll space myself out with the shots so that by the end of the marathon, I'm maintaining this buzz. The problem today was I had a shot at the beginning of the marathon. I had a shot 2 hours later. I had a shot after dinner. I had a shot another hour and a half later. None of those affected me. Right? You can't have a single shot, hours apart. It's not going to do anything. Then at the end of the marathon, take all these shots. Dude, I'm going offline. I'm literally going offline. I took 2 shots at the end. And I'm like, dude, I can't do any more. What's the point? You're not going to see it. I got to go upload, right? So it is frustrating because in that regard, I wish that I could have maybe made the content better. I probably would have. If I had the liquor in me and I'm playing these games that are the worst games ever, maybe I would have been able to make them more entertaining. But, there's not much I can really do when the support comes in at the back end of the marathon. Like, overall today, we raised like $700. I'm happy with that. I'm ecstatic with that, actually. But it's frustrating that people are now like, oh, well, the marathon wasn't that good. Like, yeah, well, I didn't drink until the end, right? So that, next time around for the Halloween marathon, Please support early. That way we can pace ourselves, have shots over the course of the day, maintain the buzz, have a good time. That's how it works. That's how it's going to work, right? And also, just so everyone knows, the thread is up on DSP Gaming on the post tab. You can now nominate Halloween themed games or any game for the Halloween marathon. But FYI, good time of the year to nominate more indie horror games and things like that maybe I haven't played or went under the radar. There's a few that I had on my wish list that now have actually launched. Now's the time. Nominate those games, vote up those nominations. Let's get some games going for the Halloween marathon. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with, okay? Also, DSP tries it. The next one is actually going to be Indian food, which is interesting to me because we haven't done this in over 3 years, all right, in my content. And I love Indian food. And I think this will be better than some of the recent ones we've done that have been busts, right? Oh, the sauce didn't come, or this was disgusting. This should be a good one. So hopefully, you guys will come by tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are doing a normal day of content, no podcast in the morning. Instead, it's going to be a major stream of Hollow Knight Silk Song. Last time, we got the double jump. Last time, we got the thread and needle, i.e. the grappling hook. So now we have all the traversal in the game. All right, we can now fully traverse the map, which I want to do. We're going to go back and backtrack and find the things that were open that we couldn't do before. And it's going to be a fun kind of backtracking, optional bosses, optional upgrade stream. It should be a great one. And then tomorrow night on the late stream, the conclusion of Chronos. I cannot wait to see how it ends and how this plot is going to, wrap itself up because it's been a great ride. Okay, so thank you all. Great streams today. Excellent stuff with this marathon. Enjoy the content. Watch the gameplay if you're interested. If not, it's all good. I'll see you all tomorrow for a full and fun day. Another hot one because apparently it's supposed to be sunny again, so I'll probably be wearing a t-shirt again. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night and peace out.